Amit Bhardwaj also joining in with more details. Amit, the political ramifications of this is huge. As far as the motivation for the cadre of the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, Delhi is going to elections in just about 6 months from now or so, isn't it? Scheduled sometime in February next year. Haryana elections just round the corner. This is huge. This has got huge implications for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Right, Sneha, if you look at the timing of this particular bail order that is supposed to come a few minutes from now is very important because, in the past 6 or 8 months, Aam Aadmi Party's chips were quite down. You had Arvind Kejriwal going in jail right ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, Manish Sisodia being behind the bars, Sanjay Singh facing legal trouble, and one after other, the legal relief is coming for Aam Aadmi Party. So the moment Arvind Kejriwal steps out of the Tihar Jail, that is going to be a big booster for Aam Aadmi Party. It has two ramifications on two fronts, certainly. Number one, yes, Haryana campaign of Aam Aadmi Party will find its top campaigner, on the field seeking votes for the party and focusing at least on the seats where the Aam Aadmi Party has higher hopes, for instance, Kalayat. But there are other ramifications too. Obviously, you mentioned Delhi. 6 months from now, Delhi will go for polls, and there's a very crucial decision that has to be taken by the Delhi cabinet, and that is in regards to, the Mukhyamantri Mahila Samman Yojana, that is rupees 1,000 financial aid that needs to be provided to every women voter of the national capital who are already not beneficiary of any other government scheme. So that is going to be a big poll plank for Aam Aadmi Party, and that for that to happen, Arvind Kejriwal has to step out of the jail and hold the cabinet meeting in order to implement this particular scheme in the national capital. And obviously, the governance is the issue where Aam Aadmi Party is facing a lot of trouble in the national capital because its chief minister is behind the bars. The decision-making process has literally come to a standstill right now. So all that will be resolved if Arvind Kejriwal is granted bail today and the restrictions that has been put on him is removed by the Supreme Court of India. But there is another angle to it as well, the morale of the Aam Aadmi Party cadre. The biggest asset that the Aam Aadmi Party had in public perception was of that Kattar Imandar or Arvind Kejriwal doing the welfare schemes, bringing the welfare schemes in Delhi, Punjab, and promising it in the election-bound states. And the moment the party chief went to the jail, the BJP was pointing out the fact that, look, what has happened to Arvind Kejriwal and his plank of Kattar Imandari? He is behind the bars in case of a corruption. So now the moment he steps out, the Aam Aadmi Party will actually start to push forward the narrative that Arvind Kejriwal and his close aides were jailed in the strictest of law, PMLA being the case, where the bail is almost impossible during this particular phase, and as to how they will again put across the political allegation that as to how the central government and central agencies were after Arvind Kejriwal and his party because of the political vendetta. So they'll be saying that, look, we got bail in the PMLA case, we got bail in the prevention of corruption case, and this was nothing a political vendetta, and that our entire leadership which was put behind bars are out now, whether it be Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh or Arvind Kejriwal himself. And not to forget that two close aides of Arvind Kejriwal who are supposed to be the top strategist of Arvind Kejriwal, Vijay Nair is already out. He was in jail in the excise policy case. He was the chief communication strategist of the party. He was granted bail 23 months after getting arrested. So he's out on bail now, and the moment he steps out, the Aam Aadmi Party's communication game, there's a hope of it coming back on the track. And Vibhav Kumar, who was arrested in the Swati Maliwal assault gate case, he is also out on bail. So by and large, if you look at the numbers, the legal troubles for Aam Aadmi Party looks like coming to an end. And if Arvind Kejriwal is granted bail today, they will be at least able to convince their cadre, and eventually possibly they will want to convince their voters as well in Delhi and elsewhere that we were being punished because of political vendetta. The process was punishment for us, but look, we are back and back to work for you because remember, Haryana is one election.
Tell our viewers, the Supreme Court of India bench has assembled right now. This is the story we are breaking at this hour. The bench has assembled for the verdict on the Delhi Chief Minister's bail plea. That's the information coming in.